JD sir, PhD in chemistry from IIT Indore. I am chemistry faculty in St. Xavier School, Nevadia, Jodhpur. Today I will discuss about S block element for class 11th. Then what is S block element? Element having last electron in s orbital, that is S block element. In periodic table, group first A and second A elements are S block elements. These elements are in first A group lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium, and in second A beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Now, what is the summary of this chapter? The summary are characteristics, property of the S block element, variation in properties of S block element, variation in properties of S block compounds, uses of compound of S block element. So, characteristics of S block element. The main characteristics are metallic character, low electronegativity, basic oxide and hydroxides, ionic bond with fixed oxidation state, characteristics flame order and color, weak tendency to form compounds. Then what is metallic character? Metallic character is the capacity of any metal to donate electron and form positive ions. As we will move up to down in any group, metallic character decreases due to the decreasing of nuclear force. The next is electronegativity. Electronegativity is the attraction on the shared pair electron applied by any atom. Then what is the variation of electronegativity in group first and second? When we move up to down in group first and second, the nuclear force decreases, that's why electronegativity also decreases. The next is basic oxide and hydroxides. Then what is the nature of basic oxides? First A group produce A2O type oxide and second A group elements produce AO type compounds of oxides. Both oxides and hydroxides are basic in nature due to the electron donating capacity. Now what are oxides, peroxides and superoxides? Oxides means oxygen atom with 2 negative charge. Peroxides means oxygen molecule with 2 negative charge. And superoxide is oxygen molecule with 1 negative charge. There are many compounds which produce peroxides and superoxides by these elements of group first and second. But few of them only produce oxides. It is depend upon the oxidation state of the elements. Now, what are hydroxides? Hydroxides mainly basic in nature. Now, we will discuss about solubility of hydroxides. As we know that if we move up to down in group, the size of elements increases. That's why they produce easily hydroxide ion and solubility increases. So we can say that the solubility of hydroxides in group first and second decreases down to up and increases up to down in any group. Next, oxidation state. These elements have fixed oxidation state because outermost of electron of these elements easily donated by s subshell or orbital, and after that they produce a stable electron core by which first A group element show the +1 oxidation state and second A group element show +2 oxidation state. Now, what is characteristics of flame and flame color? The color of flame depend upon the transition of electron and releasing of energy. For example, if we burn any element or compound, they donate electron to any other element, by which transition of electron take place, which cause the flame of color. Next, what is the flame test? It is a test by which we can determine the element by its color. For example, if we want deep lithium element, it show the deep red color, and same way sodium show yellow color, potassium lilac, rubidium bluish red, cesium blue, calcium bright red, strontium blood red, and barium apple green. Now, weak tendency to form complex. Mostly D block element produce complexes because they have vacant d orbital. But in case of S block element, they have no vacant orbital. That's why they have very low capacity to produce complexes. Now, variation in properties of element, that are atomic radii, ionic enthalpies, hydration energies, melting point, reaction with oxygen, water, hydrogen and chlorine. Now, atomic radii, as all of you know that, on increasing the number of proton and number of shells, the atomic size increases. Then we can say that in group first and second, if we move up to down, the number of cells increases. That's why size of elements also will be increased. Next, ionization enthalpy. What is ionization enthalpy? The amount of energy required to remove an electron from outermost shell of the any element in gaseous state, that is ionization enthalpy. Means ionization enthalpy is directly proportional to the nuclear force. Maximum the nuclear force, maximum will be the ionization energy. Now, in group first and second, if we move up to down, the nuclear force of elements decreases. That's why ionization enthalpy also will be decreased. Now, the next character after the ionization enthalpy is hydration enthalpy. What is hydration enthalpy? The energy required to hydrolyze any metal ion is called hydration energy, or in the other word, after the hydrolysis of any metal ion, the energy released is called hydration energy. This is also directly proportional to the nuclear force. If the nuclear force increases, hydration energy also will be increased. In group first and second, if you move up to down in the group, then nuclear force decreases. It means hydration energy also will be decreased. Now, variation in melting and boiling point. Melting and boiling point of elements depend upon the packing fraction of the atoms in any crystal. Packing fraction is inversely proportional to the size of atom. On decreasing the size of atom, packing fraction increases and melting boiling point also increases. But if we move up to down in any group, we can say that the size of atom increases. That means packing fraction of elements decreases. It means melting and boiling point also will be decreased. Now, what is the reactivity with oxygen? Then reaction with oxygen. oxygen atom can produce normal oxide, peroxide and superoxide. Then lithium and group second element produce normal oxide. Sodium and barium can produce peroxide, and potassium, rubidium and cesium can produce superoxide. This is due to the large size of the atoms. Now, reaction of metals. As we know that metal reacts with water and eliminate hydrogen gas by producing metal hydroxide, and reactivity depend upon the reduction electrode potential. Then what is the reduction electrode potential? The reducing capacity of any element is also known as reduction potential generated by electrode by any element. Now, on increasing the size, the reduction electrode potential decreases in the group, in first group, but in the case of second group, they are irregular variation. Now, reaction with hydrogen, as all of you know that metal react with hydrogen produce metal hydride, and all the S block element except barium react directly with hydrogen and produce hydrides. The reactivity increases down to the group due to the increasing of metallic character of element. Now, what is the reaction with chlorine? All the S block element react directly with chlorine and produce chlorides. These chlorides are ionic compounds, that's why these compounds have high melting and boiling point. But DeCl2 is essentially covalent, that's why they have low melting and boiling point. The lower member in group second for essential ionic chlorides with magnesium having intermediate properties. Now, what are the variations in the properties of compound? There are some most important variations: reaction of oxides and hydroxides, reaction of chlorides, reaction of hydrides, relative thermal stability of carbonates and hydroxides, and relative solubility of sulfate, fourth oxidation state and hydroxides. Now, what is the reaction of oxides and hydroxides? All group first oxides react with water to form hydroxides because they are highly metallic in nature, and all group first oxide and hydroxide are basic in nature due to the electron donating capacity or hydroxide formation capacity. Group second oxides and hydroxides are generally less basic due to the smaller size, which can produce less tendency to hydroxide ion and electron donating capacity. That's why beryllium oxide and hydroxides are amphoteric in nature. Reaction of chlorides. All group of first chloride are ionic and readily soluble in water, but no hydrolysis occurs. Group second chlorides show some degree of covalent character. Beryllium chloride is covalent character and hydrolyzed to form barium hydroxide and HCl in aqueous medium. Magnesium chloride is intermediate. It dissolves and hydrolyzes slightly. Other compound of group second just dissolve without hydrolysis. The next, reaction of hydrides. They are readily with water to give the metal hydroxide and hydrogen due to the strong basic property of hydride ion. As we know that reducing capacity of hydride ion is very high, that's why this type of reaction take place. Hydride ions are also good reducing agent. They can use to prepare complex hydrides such as lithium aluminum hydride and sodium borohydride, which are used to reduction in carbonyl compounds in organic chemistry. Next, thermal stability. Thermal stability refers to the decomposition of the compound on heating. Increasing the thermal stability means higher temperature is needed to decompose this type of compound. Thermal stability of carbonates. All other group first carbonates are stable at 800 centigrade temperature except lithium carbonate. But if we talk about stability of carbonate, then stability of carbonate is directly proportional to the size of element. On decreasing the size of element, the element have capacity to form oxide more readily to compare the carbonates. That's why at low temperature, the carbonates of smaller size of element decomposed in barium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. Now, thermal stability of hydroxides. All group first hydroxide are stable except lithium hydroxide because they are strong ionic bond. Next, the important point, carbonates and hydroxides of group first metal are as a whole more stable than those of group second. Next important point is thermal stability increases on decreasing in the group. Third point is lithium often to follow the pattern of group second rather than the group first. This is an example of diagonal relationship. What is the diagonal relationship? Elements in periodic table which are diagonally to each other have nearly same size and physical and chemical property. This type of relationship between two elements of different group are known as diagonal relationships. What is explanation of thermal stability? The thermal stability mostly depend upon the charge of ion. High charge reduce the thermal stability of carbonates, and size of ion. Compounds are more stable if the charge increases and size decreases. For compound with large polarization, thermal stability also affected by this. Suppose if the polarization power of cation and anion decreases, then stability increases because polarization prefer the formation of oxide. That's why carbonate decompose in oxide and carbon dioxide, and this type of compound become unstable. That's why decreasing the polarization power increases the ionic character, by which stability increases due to the strong ionic bond. Now, solubility of group second sulfate. What is the factor which determines the solubility of sulfate compound of group second element? As we can see in the table, on decreasing the size, solubility increases mole per 100 gram of water. Therefore, we can say that the solubility inversely proportional to the size of element. Explanation of solubility. Solubility determine the lattice energy. High the lattice energy of compound, it requires high amount of energy for the solubilisis. Therefore, the solubility is inversely proportional to the size of cation. Now, very important point, uses of S block element. The first is sodium carbonate. What are the applications of sodium carbonate? First is manufacturing of glass. Second is water softening. Third one is paper industry. And now sodium hydrocarbonate. Sodium hydrocarbonate using in formation of baking soda, soft drinks. Next, sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide play very important role in chemistry for manufacturing of soap, dye, paper and drug designing. Next important point is making rayons and important chemicals. Sodium hydroxide is also an important reagent in inorganic and organic chemistry. Next, magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide, also known as milk of magnesia due to its white color. It is also an antacid. Next is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is a base which is used to neutralize the acid in the waste water treatment. The next is strontium compound. Strontium compound have anti-inflammatory capacity by which they can use in fireworks, pesticide intense to red flame. Thank you.